$15,990. Smart wipers. Physical buttons are back. Tesla just killed their own philosophy. The Model 2 Senior Edition ditches touchscreen. Everything for actual buttons you can feel. Climate, volume, defrost, right where your hand expects them. But the real shock? Windshield wipers with microjets built into the blade itself, using 30% less fluid while cleaning better than any Tesla before it. Why would the company that made screens mandatory suddenly admit buttons were right all along? What forced this change? Let's dive right in. Let's start with the part everyone's talking about. Those wipers. Not because they're flashy, but because Tesla quietly solved a problem every driver has faced, and no premium brand bothered to fix. Traditional wipers spray from the hood. Water hits the windshield, splashes everywhere, half of it evaporates before the blade even touches it. The Model 2 embeds microjets directly into the wiper arm itself. Water flows exactly where the blade moves. No overspray, no waste. The result? 30% less washer fluid consumption and actually clean glass on the first pass. But here's what Tesla isn't saying out loud. This tech has existed for years. Luxury brands tested it, decided it was too expensive to implement at scale, and moved on. Tesla put it in their cheapest car. Why? Because they know something the industry refuses to admit. Drivers don't want another parlor trick. They want tools that work. And when you're targeting the senior edition market, you better deliver function over flash. The system reads windshield conditions using light sensors and cameras. Dust buildup? Crushed bugs? Nighttime headlight glare? The car detects it and activates automatically. No second-guessing whether you need to spray or not. No awkward half-wipes that smear dirt across your vision. It just handles it. For a car priced under $16,000, this level of attention to real-world driving is almost insulting to competitors charging 3 times as much. Now we get to the elephant in the room: physical controls. Tesla spent over a decade evangelizing the touchscreen future. Buttons were old thinking, they said. The minimalist interior was the future, they promised. Model S, Model 3, Model X, Model Y, all of them forced you to dig through menus for basic functions. Want to adjust the AC while driving? Good luck keeping your eyes on the road. Need to change the volume? Hope you're good at blind touchscreen navigation. The Model 2 says, we were wrong. Climate control, volume, defrost, ventilation, all back as physical buttons and dials, arranged exactly where your hand naturally falls. No hunting, no menu diving, no 3-tap sequences to do what a single button used to handle. Tesla calls this user experience optimization. The rest of us call it common sense, finally winning. But let's dig deeper. Why this reversal? Focus groups have been screaming about touchscreen fatigue for years. Accident reports cite distracted driving from in-car interfaces. Insurance data shows higher claim rates for vehicles with complex digital controls. Tesla had the data. They ignored it. Until now. What changed? The target demographic. The Senior Edition label isn't marketing fluff. It's Tesla admitting that the 45 to 65 age bracket has money, wants EVS, but refuses to tolerate user-hostile design. They voted with their wallets, and Tesla finally listened. The hybrid approach is genius. Buttons for frequent tasks, touchscreen for everything else. No tutorials needed, no voice command frustrations, no swipe left twice then hold nonsense. Press a button, it does the thing. This radical simplicity might be the Model 2's actual revolution. Tesla reorganized the entire touchscreen into 4 fixed categories: Drive, comfort, energy, settings. Sounds boring, right? Wrong. This is Tesla admitting their software updates have been chaos. Current Model 3 owners wake up to updates that move buttons, rename menus, reorganize layouts. You spend weeks learning the interface, then one update scrambles it all. Frustrating doesn't begin to cover it. The Model 2 promises stability. These 4 categories stay put. Future updates won't relocate controls or hide features under new menus. You learn it once, it stays learned. For tech-savvy buyers, this seems trivial. For the 50-year-old switching from a Honda Accord, this is the difference between confidence and anxiety. Response times also improved. Tesla tuned the system for near-instant feedback. Touch a button, get immediate action. No lag, no processing delays, no second-guessing whether your tap registered. The car feels reactive, alive, respectful of your time. Small detail? Maybe. But it's the small details that separate tools you trust from gadgets you tolerate. Here's where Tesla really shows they understand the average driver's pain. We've all been there. Minor parking lot scrape, barely visible damage, $1,200 repair quote because we have to repaint the entire panel. The Model 2 attacks this scam head-on with modular exterior panels. Front bumper, rear corners, door edges, side trim. All divided into small, independent sections held by clips and screws. Scratch one section? Replace that piece only. No full panel repaint, no week-long shop visits, no insurance claims that spike your premiums. Tesla estimates 20 to 40% savings per repair. But the real savings is peace of mind. You can actually use your car in tight parking without constant stress. The panels use engineering plastics and lightweight composites, cheaper to produce, easier to replace, and many parts share components with Model 3 and Model Y. This isn't just cost-cutting, it's ecosystem thinking. Repair shops stock fewer unique parts, replacement time drops from days to hours, and owners stop treating their EV like a museum piece. Think about what this enables. Urban drivers can navigate crowded streets without paranoia. Parents can let new teen drivers learn without fearing every minor mistake costs thousands. The car becomes a tool again, not a fragile investment requiring bubble wrap care. For a $15,990 vehicle, this approach makes ownership sustainable long-term. Now we get technical, but stay with me, because this matters. Tesla gutted the traditional wiring harness nightmare and replaced it with zone-based architecture. Instead of miles of cables snaking through the car, each area, doors, windows, seats, lights, gets its own module with standardized connectors. Why does this matter? Because 40% of warranty claims across all automakers come from electrical gremlins. Power window failures, door lock glitches, seat adjustment motors dying, fan issues, all traced back to corroded connectors, damaged wires, or overcomplicated circuits. The Model 2's modular approach isolates problems. One module fails? Swap it out in 20 minutes. No dashboard teardown, no wire tracing mysteries, no $800 diagnostic fees. But Tesla went further. They programmed safety margins into every component. Window motors never run at full power. Fan speeds are electronically limited. Current and temperature thresholds protect parts from overwork. This isn't about performance, it's about longevity. Your window button should work identically in year 1 and year 10. Boring reliability is the goal. For owners, this translates to fewer repair shop visits, lower maintenance costs, and a car that just works. For Tesla, it streamlines production and improves quality control. Everyone wins, except traditional repair shops charging premium rates for simple fixes. So why did Tesla bury all this practical innovation in their cheapest model? The Model S Plaid costs 6 times more and still has touchscreen everything. The Model X doesn't have modular panels. The Cybertruck certainly doesn't prioritize repair-friendly design. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Tesla is testing the market. The Model 2 Senior Edition is a Trojan horse. They're learning whether practical sells better than cutting edge. If this car succeeds, and at $15,990 with these features, it probably will, expect these changes to creep upward into premium models. Tesla will claim they're listening to customers. Really, they're just following the money. But there's another angle. The senior market is massive, underserved, and cash-rich. They want EVs, but hate complexity. They'll pay for quality, but demand value. They remember when cars were tools, not tech demos. Tesla built the Model 2 specifically for this demographic, then priced it low enough to embarrass every competitor. Smart business or calculated disruption? Maybe both. So here's what this really means. Tesla didn't just build a cheaper car, they admitted that complexity for complexity's sake was a mistake. The Model 2 Senior Edition is their confession, wrapped in a $15,990 package. Those physical buttons? That's Tesla saying the customer was right all along. The modular panels? Proof they finally understand ownership costs matter more than showroom flash. The smart wipers? Evidence that solving real problems beats chasing headlines. And this shift is bigger than one model. Every legacy automaker watching this just got their wake-up call. You can't compete with Tesla on software or batteries, but you could have competed on usability, on repair costs, on treating drivers like adults instead of beta testers. Now, Tesla owns that territory too. This is just the beginning. If the Model 2 succeeds, and at this price with these features it will, expect this design philosophy to spread. Premium models will adopt it. Competitors will copy it. The entire industry just got recalibrated around what affordable EV actually means. What do you think happens when traditional automakers try to answer this? Can Ford, GM, or Toyota match this combination of price and practicality? Or is Tesla about to dominate the mass market the same way they disrupted luxury? This is tech revolution, and we're tracking every move in the EV wars. The next 12 months will redefine transportation. The future isn't coming. It just got here, with windshield wipers that actually work.